Picture this. It's Thursday. Playoff weekend is 3 days away. The babysitter's confirmed. And then a collector calls about an unpaid loan in your partner's name. Suddenly, the tailgate, the sitter, even the kids' weekend plans are scrambling.
I'm Danny. Welcome to Danny's Den. Let's chat.
In the next 10 minutes, I want to give you practical tools, short scripts for money talks, quick documentation habits that protect parenting time, simple tactics for season tickets and collectibles, and a tiny music moment to open conversations with the people you care about. Let's start with relationship finances, because secrets about money don't just hurt bank accounts, they erode trust fast. Here's a common myth. If we love each other, money details don't matter. Sounds nice, right? But when surprise debt appears, love doesn't automatically fix credit damage or unpaid bills. Another one I hear, I'll disclose once we're married. That can be risky if you already share utilities, a lease, or joint accounts. Financial entanglements start before a ring does. And people underestimate the scale. It doesn't have to be a six-figure secret. A $3,000 credit card bill or a missed $600 loan payment can trigger collectors, ding credit, and end up in court papers. Small numbers become big problems quickly. So how do you start the money talk without sounding like an investigator? Keep it simple and collaborative. Try, I keep a short summary of my monthly bills. Wanna compare notes for a month? That frames it as teamwork, not accusation. If the stakes are higher, moving in together, joint loans, try, I keep copies of my last 2 tax returns and a list of debts. Can we share ours so we can plan fairly? It's direct, practical, and focuses on planning, not blame. Curious? Wondering how to keep emotion out of it? Ask a values question. What do we want our money to do for us this year? That gets people talking about priorities instead of pointing fingers. Moving into parenting and family law, money matters here because judges focus on the child's stability. Financial behavior doesn't automatically decide custody, but it can influence perceptions of responsibility and reliability. If you're worried about a partner hiding income or avoiding support, documentation is your best friend. Start with simple, dated records, bank statements, screenshots of ticket ownership or joint purchases, texts about splitting costs, and receipts for childcare or school expenses. Make a timeline. If you notice lifestyle changes, a new car, fancy vacations, or big purchases, note the date, the purchase, and any supporting evidence. Courts and attorneys love clear timelines. They turn messy memories into usable facts. If you need to protect parenting time quickly, collect routine evidence. School calendars, your work schedule, extracurricular timetables, and short statements from people who regularly see the child, a coach, teacher, or babysitter. Continuity for the child matters a lot. Child support questions often come up. And here's the short version. Support calculations rely on income and the child's needs. Attempts to hide income or shift money can be challenged. There are audits, subpoenas, and enforcement tools for that, which is why documentation matters from day one. Okay, let's get into something lighter, but surprisingly important. Game day gear and season tickets. These things carry memory and value, and they're often overlooked until a split happens. If season tickets are in joint names, they can be treated as shared property. Signed jerseys, framed baseballs, same deal. Simple steps help. Save the receipt, note who paid what, and email a short confirmation so there's a paper trail. A practical habit, create a shared folder or a single email thread for game day expenses, tickets, parking, tailgate supplies. Even a shared spreadsheet with line items makes disputes easier to resolve later. And passwords, don't underestimate them. Shared streaming, ticketing apps, fantasy league access. If you separate, that digital access can be a real headache. Before anything major changes, screenshot ownership pages and important emails. Before we shift gears, here are a few music picks that name-check money and love. They're great conversation starters at dinner or on a drive. The OJ's For the Love of Money to talk values. Destiny's Child, Bills, Bills, Bills for contribution and expectations.
Madonna's Material Girl to discuss cultural messages, and Barren Naked Ladies, If I Had $1,000,000, to dream and laugh with kids.
Try this little exercise. Play one of the songs and ask, if money weren't a factor, what would we keep the same and what would change? It's a low-pressure way to surface priorities without blame.
A few quick, concrete steps you can take this week. Save receipts and screenshots. Start a single email thread or folder for shared expenses. And send one gentle message to your partner that begins the money conversation.
If you're facing a real dispute, unpaid support, suspected hidden income, or a fight over shared property, reach out to a family law attorney. This episode gives general information, not individualized advice, and a lawyer can help you evaluate the specific facts of your situation.
Thanks for spending this time with me. If you take just one thing away, a screenshot, a short calendar entry, or a gentle money question, that's progress toward protecting your relationships and your kids' stability.
If this helped, hit subscribe. More weekly mixes of law, love, sports, and pop culture are coming. And if you have a specific legal issue, send me a direct message or email Danielle at thelegalassistancecenter.net to book a free 30-minute consultation so we can look at the facts together.
Drop a comment with story ideas or questions. And as always, let's chat.